Hello, gents. Staying authentic in a society that demands conformity is a true testament to your strength. Have you ever wondered why society has a hard time accepting those who don't follow its rules? Let's dive into the world of Sigma males, men who live authentically and independently but often clash with the societal norms most people stick to. Why does their refusal to fit into predefined roles make others uncomfortable? How do their unique traits and behaviors challenge the status quo? And why do normal people wish they would just blend in? Let's explore the harsh realities and misunderstandings Sigma males face in a world that demands conformity. Ready to talk about this? Number 10. Acceptance of mediocrity. Sigma males have a knack for aiming high and hitting their targets with precision, which can make those around them feel like they're stuck on the ground floor of a skyscraper. This relentless pursuit of excellence highlights a stark contrast. While others are content to stay within their comfort zones, Sigma males are out there pushing boundaries and smashing goals. This drive for greatness can be intimidating. It's like being at a potluck where everyone brings store-bought cookies, and the Sigma male shows up with a gourmet 3-tier cake he baked from scratch. Suddenly, those cookies don't seem so impressive. The presence of someone so dedicated to excellence makes it hard for others to ignore their own complacency. People naturally gravitate toward comfort and familiarity. Mediocrity feels safe and non-threatening, but when a Sigma male consistently raises the bar, it disrupts this cozy equilibrium. Folks might secretly wish he'd tone it down a bit, maybe just bring some basic brownies next time so they can go back to feeling good about their store-bought cookies. It's not that people don't appreciate excellence, they just don't want to be constantly reminded of their own shortcomings. So there's this underlying hope that Sigma males would take a chill pill, blend in a bit, and stop making everyone else look like they're phoning it in. After all, nobody likes feeling like they're competing in the Olympics when they're really just trying to enjoy a nice, leisurely picnic. Number 9. Moderation in passion and ambition. Sigma males often dive into their passions and ambitions with an intensity that can leave others feeling like they're stuck in the slow lane on a racetrack. It's like they're operating on a different frequency, one that's laser-focused and relentless. Normal people, on the other hand, might feel more comfortable cruising at a steady pace, enjoying the scenic route. When a Sigma male's drive makes everyone else feel like slackers at a motivational seminar, the natural reaction is to wish he'd dial it back a notch. It's not just about feeling inadequate, though let's be real, nobody likes to be shown up, but also about maintaining a sense of balance and normalcy. The overachieving energy can be as exhausting to witness as it is inspiring. People might secretly wish he'd take a break, maybe even develop a mild Netflix addiction, just to make things a bit more relatable. It's like asking the universe to mix in a few commercial breaks during his 24/7 action-packed blockbuster. After all, if everyone else is sipping their morning coffee, they don't want to feel guilty for not having conquered a mountain or written a novel before breakfast. So there's a collective, often unspoken desire for the Sigma male to tone it down, to blend in a bit more, and to stop making everyone else look like they're on an extended lunch break. If you appreciate the insights we've shared here, a simple favor I ask is for you to hit the subscribe button and watch every part of this video. Each sign we discuss will offer you powerful insights to transform challenges into opportunities. Your support helps us keep bringing you unfiltered insights and real talk. Now let's continue our video. Number 8. Participation in gossip and drama. Sigma males usually steer clear of gossip and drama, focusing instead on more meaningful interactions. To them, gossiping is like eating junk food, tasty in the moment but ultimately unsatisfying and not good for anyone's health. Normal people, however, often find comfort and camaraderie in these activities. It's like a bonding ritual, a way to connect over shared secrets and whispered speculations. Imagine being at a social gathering where everyone's eagerly dishing out the latest office scandal or celebrity faux pas, and the Sigma male is off in the corner, reading a book or contemplating life's bigger questions. His disinterest in gossip can make others feel like he's judging them, even if he's just genuinely uninterested. It's as if they're all enjoying a guilty pleasure, and he's reminding them of their overdue gym membership. People often wish Sigma males would just join in the drama, not because they want to drag them down, but because it makes them feel more included and less awkward. It's like wanting someone to eat the same junk food as you so you don't feel so bad about it. When Sigma males opt out, it creates a disconnect, making everyone else feel like they're on a different wavelength. Normal folks might also think that engaging in a bit of harmless gossip is a way to unwind and bond. They're not looking for deep philosophical discussions all the time. They just want to laugh over someone's ridiculous outfit or speculate about a colleague's mysterious absence. Having a Sigma male around who doesn't participate can feel like a wet blanket on their fun, even though he's simply staying true to himself. So the hope is that Sigma males would loosen up a bit, share a laugh over the latest ridiculous rumor, and help keep the social wheels greased. It's not about changing who they are, but about making those around them feel more comfortable and connected, even if it means indulging in a little lighthearted gossip now and then. Number 7. Suppression of authentic self. Society has a funny way of rewarding those who blend in and punishing those who dare to stand out. Sigma males, with their unyielding commitment to being true to themselves, often find themselves in a bit of a pickle here. They value authenticity over acceptance, and this doesn't always sit well with the masses. When a Sigma male walks into a room, he isn't there to play the part that others expect. He's not interested in fake smiles or hollow compliments. This can be as refreshing as a cold drink on a hot day, or as unsettling as finding a spider in your shoe. Most people are used to a certain level of social pretending, and when someone comes along who refuses to play that game, it throws them off balance. Think of it this way. While everyone else is wearing the metaphorical uniform of social niceties and small talk, the Sigma male shows up in his own unique outfit, unapologetically himself. It's like wearing a vibrant, polka-dotted shirt to an all-black attire event. Sure, it's bold and honest, but it also makes everyone else's black suits look a little boring. This dedication to being authentic can make others feel exposed. If someone else is willing to be so real, it forces them to confront their own facades. It's like holding up a mirror and seeing not just yourself, but the masks you wear. Naturally, the response is often to wish the Sigma male would just tone it down and conform to make everyone else feel a bit more comfortable in their social uniforms. So, while Sigma males might be seen as disruptors of the social harmony, they're really just being true to themselves. And in a world that often values fitting in over standing out, that kind of authenticity is both a breath of fresh air and a bit of a social hiccup. People wish Sigma males would conform, not because they don't admire their authenticity, but because it makes them question their own. And questioning your own authenticity before your morning coffee is a challenge most would rather avoid. Number 6. Conformity over individuality. Normal people often wish Sigma males would just get with the program and fit into the pre-made social molds everyone else is squeezing into. Sigma males march to the beat of their own drum, and it's like they're playing jazz in a world that expects a strict pop routine. This independence and non-conformity can be both fascinating and exasperating to those who stick to the script. Conformity is like comfort food, predictable, easy to digest, and it doesn't rock the boat. When a Sigma male steps in with his unconventional ways, it's like he's throwing a spicy, exotic dish into the mix. Sure, it's exciting, but not everyone's palate is ready for it. People crave the familiar, the reassuring routine of social norms. When someone steps out of line, it disrupts the harmony and makes everyone a bit twitchy. Folks often wish Sigma males would just play along, attend the social gatherings, participate in the small talk, and not question every little societal expectation. It's like being at a costume party where everyone's dressed as superheroes, and the Sigma male shows up as a philosophical thinker. He's fascinating, but it throws everyone off their superhero game. They'd prefer he just put on a cape and blend in. The desire for Sigma males to conform is really about making life easier and more predictable. When someone sticks out, it forces others to confront their own conformity and question why they follow the crowd. But most people aren't looking for an existential crisis over their morning coffee. They just want things to run smoothly, with everyone nodding along and sticking to the status quo. So there's this underlying wish that Sigma males would stop jazzing things up and just join the pop routine, at least now and then, to keep the peace and avoid any social indigestion. Number 5. Compliance with social etiquette. Sigma males tend to see social etiquette as more of a suggestion than a strict set of rules. They might skip the small talk, ignore the unspoken dress code, or choose honesty over politeness, which can leave everyone else feeling like they're trying to host a dinner party with a wildcard guest. Normal people who've memorized the social rule book often wish Sigma males would just follow the script to keep things from getting awkward. For most, social etiquette is like the oil in the engine of interactions. It keeps everything running smoothly. When Sigma males come along and toss the manual out the window, it's like someone putting grape jelly in the gas tank. Sure, it's different, but it's also confusing and a bit messy. People like the predictability of knowing that a "how are you" will be met with a "fine, thanks," rather than a deep dive into the existential dread of Monday mornings. Etiquette can be baffling to a Sigma male who values authenticity over superficial niceties, but to everyone else, these little rituals are comforting. It's like playing a board game where everyone knows the rules until the Sigma male decides to make his own moves. It's interesting, but it also disrupts the flow and leaves everyone else scrambling to adapt. People often wish Sigma males would just play along with the usual social cues, not because they don't appreciate their authenticity, but because it makes social interactions less like a roller coaster ride and more like a gentle stroll. It's about reducing the social friction and making everyone feel comfortable, even if it means sticking to the "hi, how are you?" and "nice weather we're having" script. So there's this hope that Sigma males will occasionally nod to the usual etiquette, if only to avoid turning every gathering into an unpredictable adventure. Number 4. Transparency in intentions and actions. Sigma males can be like those mysterious characters in a movie who keep their cards close to their chest, leaving everyone guessing about their next move. They tend to be reserved and enigmatic, which can make others feel like they're playing a game without knowing the rules. Normal people often crave transparency and straightforwardness, wanting to know exactly where they stand and what's going on. This lack of transparency can be as frustrating as trying to read a book with half the pages missing. People like to understand motives and actions. It helps them feel secure and in control. When a Sigma male doesn't lay all his cards on the table, it can feel like navigating through a maze blindfolded. Folks just want to see the whole map, even if it's a bit messy, rather than piecing together cryptic clues. It's like dealing with someone who speaks in riddles while you're just trying to have a straightforward conversation. You ask a simple question and get an answer that makes you feel like you're deciphering an ancient prophecy. While this mysteriousness adds to the Sigma male's allure, it can also drive people nuts. They just want a clear answer, not a puzzle to solve. People often wish Sigma males would just be more open and direct, like everyone else. It would make interaction smoother and less mentally exhausting. It's not about changing who they are, but about meeting others halfway and making life a bit less like a suspense thriller and more like a cozy, predictable sitcom. Number 3. Adherence to gender roles. Traditional gender roles can feel like a suffocating straitjacket to Sigma males who cherish their independence and defy stereotypical expectations. While society might expect men to be dominant, assertive, or conforming to specific norms, Sigma males are more inclined to forge their own path, pursuing their ambitions boldly and standing firm in their beliefs. This can be as invigorating as a sudden gust of wind on a calm day, or as disruptive as an unexpected wave crashing a beach party. Normal people often find solace in these traditional roles because they offer a predictable framework for interactions. It's like everyone knows their lines in a well-rehearsed play. However, when a Sigma male enters the scene, he prefers improvisation over sticking to the script, aiming to innovate and create something entirely fresh. This can unsettle others, leaving them feeling like they've stumbled in a live performance without cues. For example, in social settings, there's an often unspoken expectation that men will take charge, resolve conflicts, and maintain harmony. Yet Sigma males are unafraid to challenge the status quo and speak up against injustice, even if it disrupts the peace. It's akin to sounding an alarm in a tranquil setting, necessary at times, but not always welcomed by those preferring tranquility. People might wish Sigma males would conform to these roles simply to ease interactions and maintain comfort. It's not about malice, but rather about adhering to what's familiar. Imagine a family gathering where everyone expects men to grill and discuss sports. If a Sigma male dives into a philosophical debate instead of flipping burgers, it can unsettle the norm and prompt a reassessment of roles. There's an underlying hope that Sigma males would embrace these traditional roles to prevent upsetting the social balance. It's about ensuring everyone stays in their expected roles to maintain smooth interactions without constant adjustments. But for Sigma males, authenticity means rejecting outdated norms, even if it causes some social disruption along the way. Number 2, participation in social rituals. Sigma males often view social rituals as unnecessary or draining. They're the ones who skip the small talk and dive straight into meaningful conversations, which can leave everyone else feeling a bit thrown off. It's like showing up to a gathering with a salad when everyone else brought desserts. It's healthy and refreshing, but not what people anticipated. Many people find comfort in these rituals. They appreciate the predictability of asking, "How's it going?" and receiving a "good you" in return, even if neither party really cares. It's like playing a familiar game where everyone knows the rules and nobody gets too worked up. But then the Sigma male arrives and proposes a different game altogether, one that delves into real thoughts and emotions. This shift can be as startling as suddenly switching from a comedy show to a serious documentary. Imagine attending a networking event where the Sigma male, instead of engaging in small talk about the weather, initiates a conversation about the meaning of life or critiques modern society. It's intriguing, but it can also be mentally taxing for those who are expecting casual exchanges and business card swapping. People often wish Sigma males would participate in these social rituals, not because they disregard depth, but because sometimes they just want to unwind and go through the motions. Engaging in profound discussions all the time can be like having steak for every meal. Great occasionally, but sometimes you just crave something simpler. So when Sigma males bypass the usual social games, it disrupts the smooth flow of things. Most prefer everyone to stick to the script, keep things light, and save the philosophical debates for more appropriate times. It's not about dismissing the Sigma male's perspective. It's about maintaining the ease and simplicity of these social customs, even if they seem superficial at times. Number 1, validation of social beliefs. Sigma males don't just blend into the crowd. They forge their own paths, guided by a strong moral compass and a unique set of values. While this is admirable, it can also make others feel like they're constantly under scrutiny. It's like having a friend who's a fitness fanatic at a fast food convention. His mere presence makes everyone clutching their burgers a little more self-conscious. Many people might feel more at ease if Sigma males occasionally compromise their principles to fit in with the group. When everyone's cutting corners or gossiping, the Sigma male's unwavering integrity can dampen the mood. It's not that people don't respect his commitment. They just wish he'd ease up a bit so they wouldn't have to question their own actions so closely. Imagine a workplace where taking shortcuts is the norm. Along comes the Sigma male, strictly adhering to the rules and holding himself to high standards. While this makes him a model employee, it also shines a light on everyone else's less-than-perfect practices. People start feeling scrutinized, even if he's not actively pointing out their flaws. In social settings, it's much the same. If a Sigma male chooses not to engage in harmless pranks or white lies, his friends might wish he'd join in for the sake of camaraderie. It's like everyone's playing a lighthearted game, and he's the one reminding them of the official rules. The game isn't quite as enjoyable when someone's there to uphold the strict standards. The underlying wish is for Sigma males to sometimes set aside their rigid principles and navigate the gray areas where most people operate. It's not about sacrificing integrity, but about making others feel less like they're constantly falling short of an invisible moral standard. When a Sigma male stands firm, it can inadvertently make everyone else feel like they're perpetually in the wrong, which can be uncomfortable. Sometimes people just want to enjoy their metaphorical fast food without a side of guilt. Thanks, gents, for watching. Please don't forget to share the video and leave a thumbs up. See you in our next one. Bye for now and God bless.